Rebecca. I'll be presenting Chapter 6. I'll be covering 15 vocabulary sentences and then testing you on 5 of them after I go over it. Words.
Cut. Okay, Rebecca, Quan, take 2. Go.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'll be covering Chapter 6 and going over...
Chapter 6 of what?
Chapter 6 of Nightmare by Piers Anthony. And I will be going over 15 vocabulary words and then testing you on 5 of them.
Where did these words come from?
15 vocabulary words from the chapter.
Did they just float up from...
That I took out from the chapter. And then I will be testing you on 5 of those said 15 words afterwards. I'll also give a short summary of the chapter, and you will have comprehension questions and multiple choice questions you will have to answer at home for homework.
And where did these questions
that
come
I also took from the book.
What? You took them?
That I took from the chapter. No, I made up the questions based on information.
You mean you composed them?
I composed the questions based on the information from the chapter. So I'll pass out the packets now.
These packets are what?
And these packets are the 15 vocabulary words, and
What's on the sheet?
it's 15 vocabulary words, and then
The words?
and syllabication, part of speech, and definition, and then a fun sentence completion exercise with 10 questions and 10 words, and then 2 comprehension questions, and then 2 multiple choice questions. But don't forget, there'll be a quiz on 5 of these words. And please repeat the words after I say it. Stifle.
Stifle.
Compunction.
Compunction.
Untenable.
Untenable.
Cacophony.
Cacophony.
Motley.
Motley.
Urbane.
Urbane.
Prehensile.
Prehensile.
Conjecture.
Conjecture.
Proffer.
Proper.
Insidious.
Insidious.
Facilitate.
Facilitate.
Irk.
Irk.
Sanguine.
Sanguine.
Ambience.
Ambient.
Spite.
Spite.
Okay, and then I will bounce the syllables, and then I'll call on you to tell the class how many syllables there are, and which syllable gets the accent. Okay, so stifle.
Stifle.
Let's start with Austin.
There are 2 syllables, and the first syllable has the accent.
Ambience.
Ambience.
There are 3 syllables and the first syllable gets the accent.
Spite.
Spite.
Yeah, and there's only 1 syllable. Okay, so now I will read the words and the part of speech and the definition, and try to remember the part of speech, because that is something that you have to write down when I test you on 5 of these words. Insidious, adjective, characterized by treachery or slyness. Facilitate, verb transitive, to make easy or easier. Irk, verb transitive, to annoy, irritate, tire out. Sanguine, adjective, cheerfully hopeful or confident. Ambience, noun, the atmosphere of a place. So chapter 6 is called The Next Wave. After Imbri, along with Grundy the Goblin and Ichabod the Ex-Mundane, separate from Chameleon, King Dor's mother, and the Day Horse, they set off to spy on the Mundanes, where they are captured and again meet the Horseman, who allows them to escape by keeping Imbri's nature a secret. So my main topics are on the board, and they're Journey to the Mundane Front, Has-Been-Bad's tent, Imbree's pen, outside the camp, the water wing, location of Chameleon, and Castle Rugna. The Mundanes have set the whole area on fire, so the magical beings of Xanth don't have an advantage over them in that way. And with all the smoke, they don't know which way to go, and when a breeze goes past, then they are discovered by the mundane army. Imbree figures out that she has no other choice, so she accepts, and at night, she phases out and goes to Ichabod's pen, where she chews his ropes so they can escape, while Grundy distracts the guard. But the guard actually catches sight of them and alerts the whole mundane camp. Then they all, Imbree starts to gallop away, but the army is fast on their heels, and they manage to escape, but Ichabod is shot by an arrow when her magic dulcimer was smashed, and Ichabod offers to talk to magician Humphrey about this because he thinks that the siren has saved at least like a year off his life, which is the fee for magician Humphrey's services, which is a year of work. So you can separate the sheet with the questions, which is the last page. At the bottom, there's some space after the multiple choice questions, and you can number it 1 to 5, and don't squeeze, because that's where you'll be taking your vocabulary quiz. Okay, so I'll be reading. I'll say a sentence with a word in it, and then I will repeat the word, so you can just listen to the whole sentence first, because you need to, and then afterwards you'll write the word and the part of speech, including transitive or non-transitive, intransitive for the verbs. Okay, so number 1 is children that are first starting off in band can produce a cacophony of sounds. Cacophony. Number 2, in the old versions of Rapunzel, the bottom of her tower is surrounded by prehensile bramble bushes. Prehensile. Small children can often irk people who have little patience. Irk. The ambience of the club attracts many night dwellers from their homes. Many movies tell of how best friends become enemies and spite each other in mean and superficial ways. Spite. And that's all. Yay.